wabarakatuh, and very good day to everyone. Thank you very much for giving me the opportunity to present my paper today. My paper is entitled Federal Constitution and its Human Rights Approaches in Guaranteeing Peaceful Coexistence in Malaysia and Analysis. So this is the structure of my presentation today. I will start with some brief introduction to the topic, and then followed by human right and federal constitution, and then after that federal constitution as the catalyst to national unity, where I will discuss further about the element of maintaining public order and some example of cases, and then after that some concluding remarks. Malaysia is a diverse country with many different ethnicities, religions, cultures, and languages. So we have various ethnic groups, namely Malays, Chinese, Indian, and the other ethnic, especially in Sabah and Sarawak. So being a multiracial and multi-religious country, we are unique actually. But actually, even though it is unique, it also can become the main challenge to create peaceful coexistence, especially for the government, in order to maintain public order in this country. So sometimes it is difficult to handle. For instance, the May 13 riot or racial incident back in 1969 has left a black mark in Malaysian history as a country. So it taught on Malaysian a great lesson on the importance of unity despite living in diversity. Hopefully that this event will not happen again in the future. In our federal constitution, there has been a number of provisions that touch on human rights. In particular, Article 5 until Article 13. For instance, Article 5 mentioned about right to life, Article 6 about abolition of slavery, Article 7 about protection against retrospective criminal laws and repeated trial, Article 8 about equality before the law, Article 9 about freedom of movement, Article 10 about freedom of speech, assembly and association, Article 11 about freedom of religion, Article 12 about in respect to education, and Article 13 the right to property. So these are the rights that everyone can enjoy. However, these enjoyment are not absolute, because it will be subject to the element of public order, national security, and morality. So having understood that Malaysia is a multi-religious and multi-ethnic country, it is therefore important for all of us as Malaysians to do our best to ensure peaceful coexistence, to ensure that all of us live together peacefully and harmoniously. Because we have to admit that these differences, these different characteristics that we have in our country are the element of God creation, universe of the mankind. So because of that, accepting these differences is critical towards peaceful coexistence. So in that sense, federal constitution can play its roles in order to ensure it can help the country in maintaining public order. Based on the provision mentioned in the constitution, it can help maintaining public order in our country. Generally speaking, our federal constitution does not mention specifically about peaceful coexistence. It nevertheless mentions about maintaining public order, public health, and morality, which are all considered as the key element in maintaining and guaranteeing peaceful coexistence. For example, under Article 9, Clause 2, it was mentioned that the enjoyment of freedom of movement is subject to the element of public order, public health. So in other words, this enjoyment of right or human right can only be enjoyed so long as it does not affect any element of public order. If there are any activities that can cause problem to the public order, it will be restricted. So for the purpose of today's presentation, I will take only one example, which is article, which is Article 10 on freedom of expression, where the violation of this right, especially has been done on the internet, can cause problem or public unrest that can cause problem to our peaceful coexistence. There are laws, a number of laws which can be used in order to curb these elements, namely Sedition Act 1948, Official Secret Act, Printing Presses and Publication Act, Penal Code, and Communication and Multimedia Act. This is the first example of the case, which is a man was charged in a Kiruh session court in Malacca for making a posting disparaging remarks on Facebook against the rulers and Islam. So in other words, making such statement can cause public order, can cause problem to the public order, and because of that, the law has been used to curb this, to punish the people who have committed this offense in order to ensure no element of public unrest in our country because of such statement. And this is another example where a person has been charged under Communication and Multimedia Act for insulting Hinduism on Facebook. So this person has been charged under this act because his action here, his posting can cause problem to our public order. And this is the statement made by the Minister of Home Affairs on insulting the king, which can be considered as a crime and it can cause public unrest. So any person, and in this case, a person who have mocked the royalty has been taken legal action because of his action can cause problem or public unrest. So because of that, the law can be used to stop this element, to punish the people involved in order to maintain public order. So as a conclusion, it is very important for every Malaysian to understand the importance of the element of peaceful coexistence. We have to respect each other, celebrate the diversity, the differences that we have, and do not take those differences as a stumbling block towards attaining peaceful coexistence. So unity in diversity should be based on respect and observance of human rights. So respecting and having mercy on others is also a reflection of the concept of rahmah lil alamin, which places peaceful coexistence as one of its top priorities. So in this sense, in that sense, federal constitution can be considered as a key recipe for uniting the country's multiracial community. Its human rights provision plays an important role in ensuring and maintaining peaceful coexistence in Malaysia's multicultural society. Thank you very much. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.